Free practice is underway for MotoGP as we head back to the Spanish shores for the second of 4 times. It's the Catalan Grand Prix at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in Spain. Hello everybody. Oh, that's not great look, is it, on the green screen as well? I've completely faded away. Welcome to the practice session, free practice 1 ahead of practice this afternoon to set the running order for qualifying. I've completely faded away. I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi right now as well. Right, let's get that sorted on the chroma key and bring me back in. There we go. The light levels have been ridiculous this morning trying to set all this up. We're underway though for this one, and the track conditions out there looking a little bit iffy. Iffy is to say the best as well, because there's sunshine at one half of the track, cloud cover at another. So there's always something going on, but Martin at the top at the moment on 141.297. Mia second, Aleix third, Vinales putting it into 4th position. We're here all weekend on JBMotorsports 2, and then we will be uploading the coverage as well for Premiere in the mornings on JBMotorsports 1 as well. So this is where we'll be throughout the weekend. We're also stuck in the other commentary box. There's Davide Brivio, the Trackhouse Racing Team principal, formerly of Suzuki, getting his way out of the circuit. Several of the riders now out there on the track as well, making sure that everything is going to be a-okay as the action continues to fulfill. Right, let's see if we can get the commentary tabs open so that we can have some blogs and information from the circuit. 9 times out of 10 it does work, but then every now and then it goes a little bit wrong. Soft front tyre for everybody, same as the rear tyre, and Bradle takes us down actually into 22nd position now as well. Rins is down there 23rd. We'll get that sorted for you in between the gap to make it up to 23. Binder coming across from Pietro Acosta there as well. Now where is that blog tab? There we go. All got sorted. So there we go, back with live action now. 45-minute opening practice session. It's the first of the day so far. You can join us later on 2 o'clock British summer time. That's going to be when we're underway for practice. Formula E's Shanghai E-Prix is underway shortly as well. Jess has put the world feed on for us as well to take the commentary from that one. And then Jess and Omi have all the action as well coming up for the Formula 3 qualifying session as well. Those are the 3 streams gone on so far as well. When I say it, we've got pages and pages of information. I really do mean it. There's so much to contend with this weekend as well, and a dodgy microphone. Aleix Espargaro, who announced his retirement from MotoGP last night in an exceptional press conference. He's top at the moment at 140.504 as well. Down at turn 5, the Seat corner. It's a downhill inside left-hand hairpin. This is Jorge Martin, who's won so many of the sprint races so far this season as well. Just making sure that he gets through a-okay. He's got his elbow down as well on the deck as well, so very close to hitting it there. Nicely done actually from Martin. We put a video out, by the way, on the main channel saying where we're going to be this weekend, so hopefully we should have everybody joining us shortly for it all. Let us know if the sounds are alright as well if you're watching along with us. Martin got like a paint gun atmosphere as well coming through. That's quite nice. Wonderful drone shot coming out the last corner. Having been to this circuit actually as well, it does help you when watching, because it looks so flat from the TV angle. It's anything but. Barcelona has got, it's full of hills at this circuit as well, especially in the first sector, turn 3, sort of a gradual uphill struggle. So imagine the riders having to contend with that. Turn 9, as we're coming into now, Campos for Marc Marquez. He's up as well by 0.177 of a second. Alex Marquez looking strong as well. Apparently my signal's clipping a little bit, so it's like I'm having to constantly turn one down and turn the other up. There we go. I think that's a nice balance at the moment. I'm also not sitting down, I'm kneeling down as well, because we don't have enough time to get a chair in, so I've got sort of my knee in between the 2 green screens out here as well. Let's see if we can adjust this timing tower a little bit to get the numbers in. There we go. Everything's shifted a little bit, hasn't it? From where we last saw it. Of course, it's all set up for the French. It was all set up for the French Grand Prix beforehand, wasn't it? Last lap time. There we go. Just a little bit of tidying up. Do we have the sectors? No, we don't. I'll get that fixed the next time out. Miller down in the first sector and the up in the second, fast of all, but the third sector wasn't looking as great as we were expecting. Quartararo down by 95 thousandths of a second as well. Not me checking that everything's gone on okay on the main channel. Formula E has yet to start. Oh, that's because it hasn't started yet. And thingy is at 10. Okay, not too bad. Quartararo is really pushing it through the last corner into New Holland. 15th at the moment. 3/10 down as he comes across the line. I haven't got the iPad, so I haven't got my full live timings open as well, which is really difficult. Goes up with a 1:40.493. So up into 6th position. Marc Marquez still the fastest though on a 1:39.871. Aleix Martin, Alex Marquez. Oh, and Quartararo's not happy with someone down there at the first corner. There's no one around him though, so I don't know where he's thinking that something's gone wrong. I suppose the easiest thing is to sort of let him think that things have gone wrong, because otherwise it'll be a bit of a nightmare to actually sort it. Wow, that's not loud from Fabio Di Giannantonio. I don't know who turned the microphone angle up there, but that was unbelievably loud through the earphones. Binder's estimated to go up to first position. Digi does a 1:40.495 as well. Too loud a track noise there. They're about to turn the track noise down before. Binder up as well, 0.024 first sector. Hello, I just realised something that's wrong here. I've only seen the front tyre, not the median tyre. What is going on with this software lately as well? It's not helping itself, is it, with data? Live adjustments live on a... Oh, hang on a minute. Shift me up here. There we go. And extend that to there. All done live as well. Keep an eye out as Pecco Bagnaia's also got one of these stupid little things. Like, it looks like a painting, a live done painting has been put in as well. I've never heard the track noise become this loud before in my ears. I'm adjusting the bus mix like crazy just to make sure it's all alright, but the track noise is usually dead silent. You might also notice that my voice isn't what it is. Lost it last weekend, just desperately trying to get it back. So, coming up with 24 streams I'm doing this weekend is not great. Out of the 42, I've got 24. I'm not on Formula 2 qualifying or feature race, or Formula 3 quality sprint and feature. I'm not on Porsche Super Cup. I'm not on the warm session for this, and I'm not on the world feed for FP1 and Formula E, and I'm on bar one of the touring cars. So they all add up basically. Commentary guide. Bagnaia estimated to go 6th fastest at the moment. He's a 10th down on his overall best time. He is 7th on the board. So we'll try and improve that. Wonderful new building. A new bridge building as well, with a restaurant just above the entry into turn 10 here at Barcelona. Which do I wish was there 5 years ago when I was there? Yes, I do. Because to get to... Oh, Bagnaia nearly dropped it there through 10 into 11 and 12. To get to one side of the track from the other at Barcelona, there's no tunnel. If you want to go the opposite side of the track, you literally have to go from the paddock area and walk around the infield of the track. To go on the outside of the track, you can get in from the paddock by going underneath, and then there's a tunnel from the paddock to the commentary box area, and then you can go underneath and go around. But to get from the other side of the, if you're on the outside of the track, there's no way to get back to the infield of the track across the two. As Bagnaia runs it wide at turn 1. Turn 4 is actually the best viewing opportunity, because from that little, you get like there's like a hill, and from that angle you get to see turn 4, bottom of turn 5, and then you get to see 6, 7, 8 and 9 up at one angle as well. It's a fantastic place to stand. And also turn 9 is very uphill. It's flat on the surface, but uphill to get in there. It's ridiculous. I was standing there when Gasly crashed in 19 in pre-season testing. Speaking of, this is Jack Miller coming into the new turn 11, 12, 13 complex as well. That was made up last year for Formula 1. MotoGP kept dithering with the track, of course, trying to make it safer throughout the section until they realised that the chicane, they made a whole new chicane. It didn't work. Jack Miller was actually the one who had that. They tried using the MotoGP chicane. It didn't work. Miller used the F1 layout, and then after first practice decided, okay, let's just do that. Looks like Formula 3 has gone live, as has Formula E. Oh, well done, Jess. Well done, Jess. I mean, Jess does do a lot of PSGL streams as well, but to get 2 on at once is unbelievable, because Jess is controlling the PC in the garage, where Megan is keeping an eye on everything. So, yeah, very impressive. Costa is estimated 11th. He's 12th at the moment. Bagnaia's gone into 6th, but is coming to the pit lane with 30 minutes to go. SHT's in the YouTube chat. Hello. Everyone finding out where we are then in the first session. Yeah, on JBMotorsports 2 this weekend for MotoGP. The reason being is that select races are going to be on JBMotorsports 2 because we don't want to lose access to the main YouTube channel for the big races, i.e. the Indy 500 this Sunday and the Le Mans 24 Hour next month, like we did last year with the Italian Grand Prix. We lost access to it. So all the big races for MotoGP, sorry, all the races in between. So this one, the Catalan Grand Prix, is going to be on JB2. Italy's going to be on the main channel, and then I think the one after that is going to be Assen, I think maybe, is going to be on JB2. Should be back on Twitch up this weekend as well. This is Pietro Acosta having a little moment through the 6-7 chicane and running off the track as well. A rider who many people say is now overdue a first win in the series. It's only his, what Grand Prix is this? 6th Grand Prix? 7th Grand Prix? Absolutely, he's in no rush, but that pole position is coming in shortly as well. It's just over the time. SHT is saying a lot of rumours circulating about Bastianini's factory Ducati seat. Aleix announcing his retirement. Yeah, so Maddie would be the one to talk to about this, but yeah, Aleix announcing his retirement yesterday from the end of this season. In terms of Bastianini and what he's going to have as well, could I have a drink of Coke, please? In terms of what we're going to have this week, this season, Bastianini I think has done enough this season already to secure him a seat with the factory Ducati team for next season. But this is MotoGP. They want Marc Marquez there, but so does Jorge Martin. So you've got Bastianini, Martin, and Marc Marquez all going in for the same seat, which just looks absolutely insane. And that's why we saw what we did in the French Grand Prix with Martin winning, Marquez second, and Bagnaia third. That was all because they all know what's at stake. But Marc Marquez he's just enjoying racing again in the moment. He's just loving life out there. Marc Marquez then 139.871. I'm going to have to change the leg I'm kneeling on. Maybe I will get a cheer in for the next... Oops, as I nearly bring the entire green screen down with me. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? And a cheer. I've requested a chair. It's too hard to say. It's not. I thought, oh, I'll kneel down. Yeah, 15 minutes in. Not the best idea. Because normally I stand. Ah, thank you. Drinks. coaster. So, Marc Marquez on a 139.871. Let's turn my mic up a bit. Also, these three are in the top 4 of the standings at the moment. Ah, cheer. Brilliant, thank you. Oh, that's better. Oh, I've spoiled the magic now. If I do that, it might refresh itself. Yeah, thought it would. Nope. Okay, that's weird how it just pinged, wasn't it? Who expected that to happen? We need a better key here. There we go. Megan's camera is in HD, you see, so adjusting it isn't great. But if you take the background out, it works well as a green screen. Yeah, but I like that. Okay, that's not bad. That's better sitting down. You can actually move around a bit more than kneeling. There was also rumours about Mia and Marini not happy with the situation at Honda. That's not a rumour. That is absolutely true. I can tell you that for a fact. They are angry about the lack of development, the lack that they're being listened to over there at Honda. Honda think they know what's best. And that's why Marc Marquez left them as well, because they did not like the fact that Marc was suggesting changes to the bike. They didn't agree with him, so Marc left. And now Mia and Marini are trying to do the same thing, and they are just not listening. So, to be honest with you, until that leadership changes at Honda, you're not going to have anybody coming in to change over. So, yeah. Oh, hello. I'm afraid it's that type of weekend coming into it. Is my mic clipping here? Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. Could be the headset, actually. I never know. 1 minute the headset clips, the 1 minute it's not working anymore, so I've kind of lost thingy with it. We need some new headsets. Ideally, I know the headsets I want, but they're a bit expensive. Like, they're about 300 quid. They're the Sennheiser ones, you might have seen them. HDM2s. I don't like the over-ear ones. I know we've got over-ears, but I never like over-ears that much. You get too hot. On-ears are my cup of tea, but Megan hates them, so that's why we have the on-ears. To be honest with you, what I wanted when we first got all the commentary equipment, I wanted 2 lip mics and on-ear headphones. Megan said no, so we ended up getting over-ear headsets. Yes, it was cheaper. Did I like that? No. Because now, she doesn't like wearing the headset and said, oh, I'd rather have a lip mic. I was like, nah, you tell me. 5 years later, I'm having all this equipment, now she tells me she'd rather have a lip mic. Although you don't like lip mics, do you? No. Headsets. 139.871 for Marc Marquez. Binder second, Alesius third, Martin fourth, Alex Marquez in fifth, Bagnaia sixth, Miller is in seventh. I've changed it the wrong thing. Just realised I couldn't hear the radio commentary. They're also linked to Trackhouse. Right, I'm going to say this. I can see Mia going to Trackhouse because Davide Brivio's there, who's former team principal at Suzuki. And Mia won a championship with him. He won the Constructors and he won the World Championship with him. So I can see that happening more than anything else. Right, considering that buffered and that buffered, I'm going to say that we might have just been off there, so I'll repeat my sentence. Marini and Mia are linked to Trackhouse. I can see Mia going because Davide Brivio is there, who's the team principal. He was the team principal at Suzuki and won a championship with them. So there's the camaraderie there that would make sense to bring them in. So that I believe. I think Honda are quite like they've sort of got their arms out going, anybody want to ride for us? And every single rider in the paddock is going, no. And the reason is because they can't get the medical insurance for crashing because if you look at those stats, Honda have crashed more times than any other manufacturer in the last 3 seasons. So you can't get the correct insurance to go on that bike. And the premiums are too high. So it's getting to a point where Honda have sort of got... I can honestly see Honda leaving MotoGP for a few seasons and having a major restructure. I can see them taking 2 seasons away and coming back when the regulations change in 2027. That's what I can see personally. Honda going away, coming back, whole new manufacturer team, and go from there. Because it's a mess down there. And you've got the likes of Aprilia, Ducati as well, KTM. They're all flying with these regulations. As Alicia's kids are there. Waving down there in the paddock and pit lane area. But yeah, it's dark times. It's also not great times at Yamaha either, let's be honest, with Fabio Quartararo. He's pushing that bike beyond his limits. He's 10th right now. But Morbidelli jumped ship. Of course, he was fine. He went to Ducati, now doing okay, but after that crash in the season. But look at Alex Rins, down in 21st position in this session alone. Not the greatest of running orders he's got at the moment. So 140.794 for Marco Bezzecchi. By the way, the pit stop challenge this evening we're not doing because I don't think Sky is showing it. And also, we all need sleep because we realise we only get like 4 hours sleep. But if we cancel that, we end at 6, so we get like 6 hours sleep. So we've all gone, let's have some sleep, considering the fact that we've all got to get up insanely early for the Formula E races. The only good thing is that I get to do my notes for Formula 1 in between the gaps of the sessions. So it's kind of like you get some free time to relax and catch up on some things, because tomorrow it's insane. We start 12:55 AM, go off air at 4:30, and then from 4:30 onwards you get to sleep because you're up from 12:55 Sunday and you don't go to bed until 4 AM Monday. So there's a 28 hour day or something like that. It's insane. So yeah, it's bank holiday on the Monday as well. We never did get those vocal zone strepsils as well, I've just remembered. Susie Perry, I text Susie Perry during the middle of the week and said, right, you lost your voice at Le Mans, what did you have to get it back on the Sunday? And she said vocal zone. Although she did try and kill me because lemon, ginger and honey, and I'm allergic to ginger. But she didn't do that. But I find it quite funny. But yeah, we still haven't got those vocal zone strepsil things. They're like palate tabs. Different to strepsils. Might need to get those because I'm going to need them. I can already feel my voice going, and we've only been here half an hour or so. 25 minutes. 27 minutes. Okay. Or 23. 24. Okay. Yeah, we were late on because the laptop that we use for the YouTube monitoring wouldn't load the stream. And we're like, what's going on? It's not working. But SHT says, I think Mia being at Honda has ruined his MotoGP career as well, because Mia crashed out a lot, Mark crashed a lot, Marini also crashed a number of times, Pol Espargaro as well, while they were at Honda. Also Alex Marquez in his rookie Premier MotoGP season, yeah, and then they kicked him to the curb after what, 2 seasons? And he went, okay, basically I'm off to Ducati. Gino Balsaroli, the Premier Priority Principal, also has one of these paintings in the background. I think they've been drawn by the local school children, if I'm not mistaken. I seem to remember this last year. Something along the lines. Yeah, I think it was. It was something along the lines from last year. But yeah, here is Martin. Oh, big twitch coming out of 6 and 7, uphill towards Kamsa. Did well to hold that one. The sprint champion from this year so far. Alex Marquez gets off his bike. He was sort of caressing it as well when he got off as well. Mark's completely fallen in love with Ducati, like absolutely. And he's loving that 23 bike. He really wants to get his hands on a 25 bike though. He wants to skip the 24. He wants that factory seat after a year. But then again, I think he's happy on the Gresini. I think he's liking it. He's with his brother. Grassini, a very family-run team. Of course, their owner passed away. His wife's taken over as team principal. And it's a family atmosphere down at the team. So I quite like what he's got there. And he's enjoying riding MotoGP again. As into the pit lane comes Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin. I would say 1 and 2 in the championship at the moment, but they're far from 1 and 2 in the championship. It's been quite a weird season for Bagnaia. Crashing in the sprints, winning in the Grand Prix. It's one or the other, isn't it, really? You can never have both. I'm actually going to try that tomorrow to see if it works. I'm going to try and get a link ready. Maybe during the qualifying session I can call I can call Maddie and have a word with her, because she's there. Semkep Racing were brilliant as well in their pre-season test. Lizzie, we had first ride on a Yamaha R7, improved day on day. And Mallory, who was just epic on that bike as well. She finished, what, 6th fastest, but the top 6 was like separated by 77 thousandths of a second, so really impressive stuff. Round 1 gets underway at Misano, 14th to the 16th of June. The Le Mans weekend as well, but then I'm off World Superbikes at the British Grand Prix round at Donington. Yeah, back at Donington for the 3rd time. This time there was a fan, so I actually get to enjoy it a little bit more. I say enjoy it, I think I'm going to be stuck with like another headset, but listen to all the team radios and all that lot. And communications from the track. Oh, this is a riding comparison we're now seeing in turn 10 between Alex Marquez and Marc Marquez. Marc's got the front stable down, slow braking zone, turns in. Alex sort of slams on the brake, rear comes up, front jostles around, then the back slaps back down, and he just makes it back for the apex. Gets his knee and elbow down at the exit of turn 10, the long sweeping left-hander. I love how, honestly, it's one of my favourite. It's one of my favourite haha moments in motorsport. Is the fact is that Barcelona changed the circuit. They changed Campsa, reverted it. They changed turn 10 into a slow double, reverted it, and then they changed the last corner into a chicane, and then reverted it. So basically, we're back to the original layout, which was the best layout anyway. And they spent years mucking around with it, and it's hilarious what they did here. But I much prefer turn 10 being a long, sweeping left-hander, because then it gets you back on the power, uphill. So it's like a double apex now at turn 10. It rides you up into the kink at 11, then it falls down into 12, and then you get the looping turn 13 and 14 where you can just carry so much speed. In a Formula 1 car, it's flat out because it's just a pure acceleration zone to that area, so you're just pushing down the throttle. But in MotoGP, you have to lift and you properly have to turn it in. And do you remember 2009? Lorenzo and Rossi at the line coming out the last corner here. That's what it is, because if you get a great exit and get on the throttle earlier than anybody else, you can slip back through on the inside at the last corner and jump into the lead of the race. And it's such a short run from the last corner to the checkered flag line. You get ahead and you can win. SSG's got a question as well. Do you think Repsol Honda have any riders who would want to come to them that had no choice or just promote Kiki Nakagami? Nakagami sort of tied in with the LCR a lot as well. Nakagami is very much them. Because the LCR Honda is sort of like the other factory team. That's their name brand as well. HRC, LCR, it's sort of under the same brand. Repsol's always been sort of like, we got the best riders, show me off with brand. Whereas the LCR has been a factory working team. Looking at anybody on the list who could go in, Cal Crutchlow won't go back. Did not like the Honda. He's happy on the Yamaha. As Eyedrop's going in there for Jorge Martin, I've just noticed. Interesting. I wonder if he's got a little bit of an eye infection. Who would go to a Repsol's Honda seat? It's hard to say. Bradle, I'm surprised he's still racing, because he was a pundit for years and then turned back and he's getting on a bit. In all honesty, I could see this going one of two ways. I could see Repsol going out of the sport, like I said, or going back in. So it's one of the two. Have I frozen again, or am I still? I don't know. No, I'm still broadcasting, yeah. Just my laptop that froze. I don't actually know. Do you know, that's an interesting question. Who would go up? Jake Dixon, I think, would give it a shot. Jake could ride anything, so he'd give it a shot. If he gets back in from leaving Moto 2. Who else? Sam and Alex Lowe's wouldn't do it. I can't think of anyone in Moto 2. David Alonso in Moto 3 would be an option if he got there, if he had a couple more years, but they don't have that. Ortola might, for Moto 2. Ortola would be a nice fit to go in there as a Japanese rider. And he's fast, very fast. So Ortola might be something. Don't know, keep an eye on that one. But I can definitely see Marini staying. He liked the idea of riding with his brother's old team as well. Getting out from underneath his brother's thumb actually as well at VR46. Bastianini on a 141.612. Keep looking at the wrong clock. It's 10:20. 10:19. I'm being corrected. There's a clock on the laptop screen, so I could be looking at. Alex Marquez then just ticking over as I come into it. Late on the brakes as well, coming in. Just hovering over that inside line. Not many people out there on the circuit right now. Marc Marquez, Binder, Alex, Acosta, Bastianini, Ralph Fernandez, Augusto Fernandez. And Marini's in the pits. Brado's in the pits too. There are 23, so I'll adjust the timing screen for 23 later. I think there's a gap. Me now frankly looking. Oh, there's 20 minutes. there's 20 minutes where I can adjust. Oh, actually, I've got a gap after this, haven't I? Oh, I'll do it. I'll just try after the session, then I'll do it. Because we're next on air at 12:15 for the first practice session of Monaco. Today's an okay day. Today isn't as bad as tomorrow, or as worse as Sunday. Just having a look, actually, at Sunday. 12:55 to 1:33. So 7 till 8, 7:30 till 9:30, 10. There's like an hour gap on Sunday when I'm not doing anything, but everybody else is. Like 8:40 till 10, Jess is commentating on Formula 2. 10 to 10:45, Moto 3, Catalan, which is being recorded, so we can do it another day. And then 10:55 to 11:45 is Porsche. So I don't do anything from 9:30 till 11:15. So that'll be breakfast and setting up this commentary box for MotoGP. Let's have a replay. Now this is Pecco Bagnaia handing over a tear-off to a mechanic. Megan will be happy about that. And heads out onto the circuit as well from the pit lane area. A little bit sliding on exit. Davide Tardozzi watching on. Everything looks fine to me on the monitor. So yeah, basically to give you a lineup, Megan will take you through practice 2 tomorrow for the first 10 minutes, and I'm back for the remainder of qualifying, and Megan will take you through the 10-minute warm session. But because we're all over the place this weekend, it's one of those where Megan's not in the commentary box that often for MotoGP. Hence why I'm here. Still needing a better webcam. Like, I want one above where the television is, so I can just sort of, well, just it'd be better. But we've run out of USB slots on Megan's laptop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders out now. In the same part of the track, Bastianini takes it through. So 139.871 at the moment. Slick front and rear tyre. Softs as well, I think. For Martin. Yep, 1 lap each. Now I've changed over. With 7 minutes to go of the session. That's remarkably in sync. Martin again just drops the front. Hello, we've got a red flag. What's happened here? Nope, we're fine. Timing tower on the world feed went blank, and usually when that happens, it's because the red flag comes out. But we've stayed green. The little dot that says started with the green light on. If it goes red, it says interrupted. Yeah, they don't have a clear system like, oh, it's red, it's green, it's yellow. It's just so started or interrupted. It's a weird procedure. Acosta, 109 in the middle sector, estimated to go from 11th to 9th. Martin is improving as well. He's looking quite fast as I just adjust my microphone. Not actually a bad lap time from Pedro Acosta as well, into that middle sector. He's keeping it sort of just on the cusp of being okay. Also, you might notice no ads on this channel because we've only got like 171 subscribers on this channel. Not the 4,000 on the other. But we're still getting decent views on it as well, which I love. So hello everyone. If you've made your way in and found out where we're going to be for this one, well done. Glad you found us. This is where we'll be this weekend on the second channel. We'll be back on the main YouTube channel for the Italian Grand Prix weekend. So everything will be live then as well. Because there's a gap. So it makes sense. Let's have a replay from Pietro Acosta. Down into turn 10. The Marc Marquez approach locks the front and controls the rear slide perfectly. And you can see the brake disc shaking the front wheel dramatically. Exit at 13. We're right on the racing line, coming into 14 and 15, the last two corners of the track. New Holland is the last corner. Expo 91 is the first corner. It's a downhill run. It's a weird circuit, this one. And annoyingly, Formula 1 have taken it off the calendar, despite the fact... And Formula 1 have taken a proper road course, Spanish Grand Prix, that actually has been delivering good races the last couple of years, and replaced it with a boring street circuit in Madrid. Honestly think that Formula 1, that Stefano Domenicali is trying to kill the sport. The amount of street races we've got, that are just giving us nothing. It's ridiculous. Whereas Formula E, which is a street racing circuit, is going to more purpose-built racing and killing itself with pack racing and not being able to recharge the batteries as well. It's just, it's all a mess right now. MotoGP is the only one that's getting it right, and that's saying something as well. 139.579 for Martin. Of course, we had the announcement, the cancellation of the Kazakhstan Grand Prix next month. That's been delayed further in the year. And then there was rumours it was going to replace the Indian Grand Prix. That is nonsense. I spoke to Maddie as soon as I found out, I texted Maddie Patterson and said, "Is this true?" And she said, "No. India will go ahead. It's just that India are waiting to pay Dorna the fees until the last possible second, but it will go ahead." So, and then I think the government have stepped in as well to help save the Grand Prix as well. So. Oh, hello, Acosta nearly on the gravel there, coming through 7 and 8, got a little bit wide, but yeah, we are going to have the Indian Grand Prix, which, despite all the problems with the visas last year, to which I think Maddie and Simon got like about 3 or 4 visas each, and only one of them came through, and they haven't got their money back on the other one yet, so not great. But apart from the problem with the visas, India went surprisingly okay. Just, I know the commentary boxes weren't that great though. Commentary boxes are in a building overlooking a toilet block in India. So, they weren't happy with that. I think they've switched them back to like offices now looking above the pit lane, which is better. But I suppose MotoGP's World Feed can do whatever they like to go where they need to. TNT just used the TV compound, their own commentary box. Repsol Honda didn't have the best second rider alongside Marc Marquez ever since Danny Pedrosa called it quits. Jorge Lorenzo in his one and only season with Repsol had a nightmare period and then announced his retirement. Came and went, didn't he, Jorge Lorenzo? I'm moving to Honda, all the big hype around it because he was leaving Ducati. Bye! After a year. Ran 1 million miles, didn't he, Jorge Lorenzo? Rossi as well, you know, he ended on the VR46 bike as well, his own team. And yeah, there was rumours that he was thinking about a move back to excuse me, he was thinking about a move back to Honda. Never going to happen. Rossi wanted to go do some 4-car driving. He wanted to do 4-wheel driving, so that's where he went. Over to the World Endurance Championship? Not WEC. He's in WEC, but he's gone on toward World GT Challenge. That's it. Meanwhile, a new alien joining MotoGP this year, which is Pietro Acosta. Properly having a run right now out there on the circuit, I can tell you that. He is really fighting hard as he comes into the last corner. Looks mega strong as well. 3/10 down, but he's learning the track. Of course, the only good thing is that last time Pietro Acosta, he crashed at the French Grand Prix, didn't he? But when he did that last year in Moto2, he dominated the next round. Crashed last year in Moto2, went 25 points back in the championship to Tony Albarino, and fought back the next round, and of course ended up winning the Moto2 championship last year in stunning style. Really great. Fought back and had the second half of the season that you wouldn't believe. I think he took it in Malaysia. Yeah. That was a surprise. Had a chance to call it in Malaysia and did it. But I think Moto3 and MotoGP went down to the last race of the season. I think. MotoGP was insane. That's what prompted us to change this headset as well. Checkered flags out though for the first free practice session. Practice later on, the 60 minutes, that's going to decide the running order for Q1 and Q2. Chance of rain in the air as well, so that's always going to spice things up. Don't go there, lots of rain in Barcelona, but every time I hear from MotoGP, just seems to show up. Jorge Lorenzo in his, let's have a look, the crash Lorenzo caused here in Catalonia 2019 has definitely ended his career in my opinion. Yeah, that was a scary one, I remember that. Last year's race was dramatic here as well, let's not forget. The huge crash at the first corner, and then the next bit of drama was Bagnaia flipping over and Miller running over his leg and bringing out the red flag to stop the race. None of that this time, please. We have a schedule to keep. I literally have like 45 minutes to get into the next commentary box area as well. Even that, Megan will be calling the end of the race. And then making her way over to from MotoGP to Formula 1. I think Jess and Omi are still on air. Whether or not Formula E's ended or not, I don't know. They've got session check flags out, so they'll just be finishing theirs. Marc Marquez will be taking the flag. Who hasn't? Mark, Aleix, Raul Fernandez, Zarco, Oliveira, Mia. They haven't taken the flag just yet. Mountains are 140.7 on that last lap, so 1.121 down on his own best time. Was they coming to it? Yeah, Martin, fastest in FP1, the best possible start for the World Championship leader. And it says there on the graphics. Wave from the Martinator as well to the rest of the field. So, the first practice session ends, and everyone has now taken the checkered flag. Martin, fastest then, 139.579. Marc Marquez is second, Brad Binder third, Pietro Acosta's fourth, Aleix Espargaro fifth, Alex Marquez is sixth, Pecco Bagnaia seventh, Augusto Fernandez eighth, Jack Miller ninth, Raul Fernandez rounds at the top 10. Maverick Vinales is 11th, Miguel Oliveira is in 12th, 13th Ryan Zarco, 14th Fabio Di Antonio, 15th Fabio Quartararo, 16th Alex Rins, 17th Luca Marini, 18th Johan Mir, 19th Nea Bastianini, 20th for Takiki Nakagami, 21st Franco Morbidelli, 22nd Marco Pezzecchi, and 23rd for Stefan Bradl as well. End of the first session then for MotoGP. We'll be back at 2 o'clock British Summer Time for all the action here for the Catalan Grand Prix. Take care. See you soon.